and welcome to Catalan News. Catalan mayors could be arrested if they do not stop the independence referendum taking place. Today, the Spanish prosecutor intensified its efforts to stop the vote in what many here in Catalonia see as an alarming attack on democracy. We'll explain the latest on this escalating crisis between Catalonia and Spain that is already raising eyebrows in the European Parliament. Let's begin. Taking part in anything related to the October 1st referendum is a crime. That's according to the Spanish government and Spanish prosecutor that today even opened an investigation into 75% of the mayors in Catalonia. The atmosphere is so tense that even an event planned in Madrid, the Spanish capital, in support of the referendum has been banned by court.
Repression. That is how some in Catalonia today describe the latest action by the Spanish authorities against the independence referendum. The Attorney General has opened an investigation into 700 mayors who openly support the vote. That is around 75% of all the mayors in the country. The prosecutor warned that should any summoned official fail to appear in court, then the Mossos d'Esquadra will be ordered to arrest them and force them to appear. This puts even greater pressure on the Catalan police. Yet some mayors do not seem impressed by the news of the investigation.
De moment el que com a CUP hem decidit és que no anirem a declarar, que si algú vol saber alguna cosa dels alcaldes i alcaldesses de la CUP, doncs ens haurà de venir a buscar.
The mayor of Solsona, in central Catalonia, proposed that the 700 mayors should give a united response. At the same time, pro-independence parties announced they will hold 1,200 events in Catalonia as part of the referendum campaign. Yet the reaction of the state is unlikely to let up. The prosecutor has already ordered all police forces in Catalonia to confiscate referendum material. Meanwhile, the Spanish president, Mariano Rajoy, also had a warning for the public.
Si a alguien se le cita para acudir a una mesa electoral, que no vaya, porque no puede haber referéndum y porque sería un acto absolutamente ilegal.
In the meantime, a Madrid court has suspended a pro-referendum event in the Spanish capital. It was to be held on Sunday on city premises, but now the organisers will have to find an alternative venue. Yet the action against the vote is not only legal. The Spanish police is to strengthen its presence in Catalonia in the run-up to October the 1st. Some officers have had their vacation leave put off, as it is thought the police want to be at full force over the coming weeks.
Media outlets, especially television channels and papers, have been warned not to report on the October 1st referendum.
Vas néixer amb la capacitat de decidir. I renunciaràs?
This referendum ad that you're seeing has been banned from televisions and papers in what many see as a restriction on freedom of speech and the press.
Referèndum.
Some Catalan MPs have even raised the issue to the European Commission. We can talk about this with the Liberal MEP Ramon Tremosa, who is now in the European Parliament in Strasbourg. Mr. Tremosa, why did you decide to raise this issue to the European Commission?
Well, we think that there is a clear violation of fundamental rights, and the European Charter of Fundamental Rights in its articles 11 and 12 states as European values and human rights the freedom of expression, the freedom of information, of the freedom of assembly, and we think that it's clearly violated now in Spain, so we have to denounce it at the European Commission.
And what do you think about the attitude that the European Commission has had so far in relation to Catalonia?
Until now, the official position of the European Commission has been neutral, in the sense that they have been many times publicly saying that this is an internal issue of the Spanish state. So I think that they are waiting for what is going on in the last years, but waiting what will happen in Catalonia in the referendum of the 1st of October.
Do you think then that things might change after the October 1st vote?
Well, I don't know the future, and I don't know how will react the Commission, but if you see the European press, Financial Times, German press, Le Monde yesterday, they are asking for a referendum. They are criticizing more and more Rajoy for its denying of the reality of what's going on in Catalonia. If the European Commission was truly power, of course, at the 2nd of October they would react, calling for a dialogue to recognize the reality and the will for independence that it is in Catalonia now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tremosa. Let's move on now from Strasbourg, because today the European Parliament held the State of the Union debate, and some members said that the Catalan issue deserved as well to be addressed by President Jean-Claude Juncker.
A court case has been brought against the president of the Catalan Parliament, and also against over 1,000 local civil servants who are working in favour of the referendum. These are unacceptable attacks on freedom of opinion.
Civil servants have been given orders to boycott the referendum. There has been intimidation in the media and elsewhere. You're aware of that, and as a Fleming, we can't accept that. We want a Europe of citizens, and we want for democracy to flourish and be respected.
Catalonia is a powerful area, accounting for 20% of the Spanish GDP. But what could happen to its economy if it becomes independent? Some international rating agencies have warned that the economic impact would be hard for both Madrid and Barcelona. Spain warns that an independent Catalonia would default and won't be able to pay pensions, but others do not agree.
Catalan pensioners don't have to worry about their income should Catalonia become independent. In fact, their monthly income might even increase because the Catalan economy will be stronger. These are the main conclusions of a study by the Catalan government on the economic viability of independence.
La viabilitat de les pensions en una seguretat social catalana diferenciada de la seguretat social del conjunt de l'estat espanyol està més garantida. Tenim els mateixos reptes, però la fortalesa de la nostra economia ens permet afrontar-los amb més garanties.
Based on the Spanish government figures, the study addresses one of the most controversial issues of the actual feasibility of independence. The logic is clear-cut. In relative numbers, Catalonia has a higher working population than Spain and also higher salaries. Therefore, their contribution to the state coffers is also greater than the Spanish average. The Catalan government also made clear who has the obligation to pay pensioners in case of independence, at least until a friendly divorce agreement is reached.
Qui té l'obligació de pagar? Si jo he cotitzat a l'estat espanyol, qui té l'obligació de pagar-me és l'estat espanyol. El que hem de fer és acordar, com en tots els països del món hi ha, els acords bilaterals, i en aquí els diners que ens ha de passar l'estat espanyol sobre les cotitzacions és el que hem d'acordar.
But the current social security system in Catalonia is in the red, meaning the cost of pensions is higher than the contributions from taxpayers. The deficit is 1.3 billion in total. The Catalan government, though, is optimistic and says the current economic trends suggest the numbers will be in the black by 2018.
Let's continue with business, because today Ryanair has announced that it will expand operations in Catalonia and won't change policy even if the country becomes independent. The company will open 9 new routes to Catalan airports, bringing a possible 525,000 more passengers to the country, stating that the company does not have a political opinion. Moving on to the world of art, Barcelona's CaixaForum Museum welcomed today a well-known name with over 300 paintings, Andy Warhol. You may have seen the art everywhere, but you've never seen it like this.
Andy Warhol's iconic pieces have officially arrived in Barcelona. The exhibition is called Andy Warhol, The Mechanical Art, and it's the most ambitious project on the artist ever come to Spain. It opened today at CaixaForum and will feature 352 pieces, including the famous Campbell soup cans and cultural icon portraits, like those of Marilyn Monroe. Visitors will also be able to see a variety of other mediums that Warhol used, such as sculptures, screen painting, audiovisual installations, artist books, and his famous experimental films.
Es trobarà amb un Andy Warhol més polivalent, més obert, més experimental, i crec que això serà un motiu per que el visitant trobi el que ja espera, però també converteixi aquesta visita en una petita aventura estètica.
The exhibition hopes to take visitors into the underground world of New York that was so essential to the artist. For those who want to learn more, Andy Warhol's famous experimental films are on display, along with theoretical essays on his work and a collection of portraits of the artist by iconic photographers. Andy Warhol, The Mechanical Art, takes its name from the mechanical qualities that made his work so famous. It also refers to the different mediums the artist used to achieve his notorious assembly line-like quality. Open from September 14 until December 31st, the exhibition offers both guided visits and tours for the whole family.
And with this, we finish today's show. But before we go, take a look at some images that the theatre festival Fira Tàrrega in central Catalonia left us with this weekend. See you here in Catalan News tomorrow. Thank you.